King Drew.
Every time. Every time.
Yes, sir, man. What's going on, y'all, man? Welcome back to another episode of the First and Foremost podcast. I am one of your three co-hosts, Najee, man. Appreciate everybody tuning in. The other two are above me. A little bit of different layout. Oh, okay, he switched it up. A little bit of different layout. You know what I'm saying? We got some big time news before we start our First and Foremost, but Jerome down the bottom and Bacon to my right, man. But let's go ahead and get started. How are y'all feeling tonight?
Woo, feeling good, feeling great. Could be better, but I'm good. We're good. We're good.
I'm good as well, man. I'm smiling. I got rubbing my hands down with lotion. Moisturizing is everything, man. So I'm good. How about you, big man?
No complaints, man. Staying busy, but doing good, man. But before we go ahead and get into obviously our segments and bring on our guest, who will be Zelus Hicks, 5-star DB. I call him an athlete because he can play pretty much every position you want him to play. Both sides of the ball, wherever you need him, he's a playmaker. Let's go ahead and get into the major network announcement on behalf of Jerome. We'll go ahead and let him say what the big announcement is. As you guys can see, our layout is different. So we're going to go ahead and let Jerome take it away.
Hey, man. I don't know if y'all noticed something, but something in that top corner right there. We are officially partnered up with Phenom. So we want to thank Phenom Elite for allowing us to have this opportunity to be sponsored. This is our first sponsorship for this podcast and more. So definitely make sure you go check that out. Shout out to Brandon. Shout out to Nathan, the CEO of Phenom. You know, they're doing some great stuff. They got a good family over there. They're trying to build a great product and, you know, everything like that. So we appreciate it. We are happy to have them as a sponsor. We're going to be doing some great things with them along the way. So first of many, boys. So excited about this. Make sure you go check out that QR code in the corner. We will have more QR codes in the future to have, you know, help you guys save some money. But if you want to, you know, save some money, we got 10% off. So look right up there. If you use that QR code, you can definitely get 10% off on that. So again, we do appreciate each and every one that you know, tunes in with us every day. And what we're trying to do is definitely give you a great product. So you know, if you can just help us and support us by using a QR code, that will definitely, you know, help us get you the best product, the best quality of this podcast, and to help us grow and, you know, fellowship with you boys, man. You boys. So we appreciate y'all, man.
Very wholesome, man.
Thank you. Thank you. Super excited about it, though, guys. Super excited about it. I want to know how's y'all feeling, man.
First off, so the audience can see what this is going to be about. Because one thing you can say it. Let's have, I don't know if I need to do it, but let's have one of us pull up the content you guys did this past Friday at the spring game, kind of show them a little glimpse of what this is going to look like during the season.
All right, bet. Let me pull that up real quick.
Jerome to the rescue.
Yes, sir. Real quick. There it is. All right. Let me share my screen. So this is a little bit what we're going to be doing this season. We're going to do a little bit of player of the week. So right here, we got 25. How do you look? Last week we went to the Milton versus Peachtree Ridge game, and we awarded Dylan Lewis, DB from Milton. He is committed to Tennessee.
Welcome to another edition of Inside the Hashes, brought to you by Phenom. This is Jerome and from Inside the Hashes. I'm here with Dylan Lewis.
As you see, we did an interview, and then at the end of it, let's see where it is. boys caught me off guard. That's all good though.
Good, man. People like it raw and natural.
Yes, sir. If it loads up, I mean, come on, man. Not sure why it's not loading up. As you can see, it's loading for everyone, the phenom part of that. But at the end, basically, y'all got the gist. At the end, we give them, give out merch and everything like that. So if you want to be a phenom player of the week, let us know what school we should go out to. We're gonna have a little voting on that. We're gonna try to go to as many schools as we can this season. If we do announce that we're going to one of your schools, make sure you ball out. And when you ball out, we give you some free merch, man. That's all to it. So we're gonna skip on that because it's not loading. But appreciate Naj putting out there.
Yeah.
For sure.
If you ball, you get the haul.
Exactly, no doubt about it, man. So that is the latest. That's the big network announcement. I hope you guys are excited for obviously what Inside the Hashes and Jerome is doing and all, and make sure you continue to support the podcast, like, comment, subscribe. But let's go ahead and get it to the first and foremost on this Tuesday evening. I'm gonna start it up with you, Jerome. What's your first and foremost? I just had an idea.
I'm fully in football mode. As you see from my jersey, I'm in Eagles mode right now. Full football mode. And this is the time of year I start focusing on my sport, and I don't think about anything else. For no particular reason. I just love football, and that's what we talk about here. And yeah, so yeah, guys, how's y'all week going?
Yeah.
Heat.
Go ahead, Bacon.
Heat. First and foremost, today, I'm not gonna lie, I like Indiana tonight and probably the series against Boston, man. I just feel like
what?
Yeah, man. I will break this down, you know what I'm saying, as we go along. But my first and foremost is like I like Indiana tonight and likely the series, man.
The hell?
They ain't even a hot take. That's just real analyzation.
That's B to A.
No, sir.
We gonna talk about it later. We
gonna unravel tonight, man.
That's B to A though.
T-minus 20 minutes. It's the tip.
Yeah, we got some time, but yeah, that's B to A. My first and foremost, man, gotta be, man, the Minnesota Timberwolves and Anthony Edwards. Man. Shout out real quick, man. We knocked out the defending champs 6 consecutive years. The defending champs have not made it past the second round. I love the parity right now in the NBA, man. And shout out to the supporting cast, man. Gobert, bro. I don't know how we keep giving him Defensive Player of the Year awards. I just don't get. I know it's a regular season award, but come on, bro. You're supposed to be one of the best defending big men.
Gobert.
Yeah, and then he was cooking him. At least Naz Reid put up a fight. Naz Reid is shorter than Gobert, and he was defending, blocking shots. Yeah, using his muscle. Like, bro, I just didn't understand him. But my game ball goes to Naz Reid and the defensive prowess he put on when Ant went out with foul trouble with 5 fouls. Shout out to Cat as well. I gotta give him credit, man. I've called him out numerous of times, and he stepped up big in that game. Was defending, knocking out shots, very efficient on a night that Anthony Edwards was struggling. So special shout out to him and Jaden McDaniels, man, a full overall win at the end. And them young boys don't care. You see that attempt at that self alley-oop, and them boys don't care, man. I love to see it. No disrespect to the Nuggets, but time to see somebody.
You to put that down?
Woof.
Good God Almighty.
Time to see somebody new, No disrespect to the Nuggets, but as Jerome said, it's time to move on.
Don't take that, Jay. Don't take that. Put your foot down or something.
What sport are we talking about again?
Hey, you see how you want to move on, right?
And gave up hope. That's what happened.
They done for it, donezo. But yeah, that's our first and foremost, man. That's gonna conclude our segment, man. Without further ado, we ain't gonna let our guests wait no more, man. Gonna go ahead and bring them.
I'll talk about it, guys. I'll talk about it in the basketball segment. We'll talk about it.
3-man weave.
All right, let's do it. Well, I want to bring on our guest because we're talking about football today. So we're going to talk about our football guest that's coming on right now. Just transferred to Carrollton. Big time athlete. Got to meet him when he was a freshman at Parkview. Really talented guy. I think he is the 3rd or 4th athlete in the country right now. Could be wrong, but I want to bring my boy on, Zelus Hicks, man. What's going on, my brother?
What's going on? I can't hear you guys.
You can't hear us?
No, I can't hear y'all. I haven't been able to hear y'all.
All right,
That's crazy.
But let's try something real quick. Let's try something.
So I leave and come back?
No.
Try that. Yeah. Do it real quick. Do it. If you can't hear it, do it. Okay. All right. So Zelus is having some technical difficulties. So since he is, let's just talk about it. Whatever. You know what I mean? Let's just talk about it. You don't want to talk about it?
That's gonna be a long discussion, though. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get the audience the full throttle.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think we should.
Send us some comments in the chat, man. Kind of, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. That's gonna be a thorough conversation about that. You know what I'm saying? No, we should hit on some quick news though, man. The recruiting stuff going crazy right now.
Definitely. Let me see if we can get Zelus on now. Zelus, can you hear us, sir?
I can hear you now.
There you go. Let's go. Zelus Hicks in the house. What's going on, Zelus?
Going on.
There you go.
All right, man. Well, Zelus, man, it's a pleasure for us to have you on here. A long time waiting. A guest that we should have been had on here, but things happen. I know you was a busy guy, man. How's life been for you so far, man?
Man, first, appreciate y'all for having me on here. Life been good, Just got a spring ball. Newly transferred to Carrollton, Big things happening over here.
So tell me, so far, life in Carrollton, man, it hasn't been that long, but obviously you just transferred from Parkview. How's life in Carrollton so far, and how was spring training for you?
Life in Carrollton is definitely a little slower pace than it was near Parkview. It's a little more country. Definitely really football based. Football day, night. So pretty much prep for college, to be honest. I'm loving the transition, the preparation I'm getting to hit the next level.
Definitely, man. So obviously, I think the big news that everybody's talking about is like Carrollton getting all these transfers in, and building essentially a dynasty right now, which I'm trying to do. Is how is it the atmosphere with such all the different talent you have in there right now? I know you're coming from a long line of talent too at Parkview as well, but being there and having all the talent that you have, how's that feeling?
Yes, sir. It's doing pretty well. It's real competitive because we got the top players from around. Like, we got a lot of the top players in each class. So, it's real competitive, but that just the saying really comes to play. Iron sharpens iron with us. So we're going to be great with all these players we got and coming in.
Definitely, man. Now, again, you're new to Carrollton. Is there any particular player that you kind of gravitated to once you got there, and hanging out with them so far?
Yeah, he's a transfer as well. His name's Shamar. He came from Miller, and he probably the best corner I done seen in his class, for sure.
Definitely. Now I know you played both sides, and Shamar plays corner. But when you line up on offense, how's that back and forth with y'all two?
It's definitely a real back and forth. I get one, he gets one. He's definitely one. He's a real good presser, because he got long arms. So when he press up to you, it's hard to make a move on him because he can grab you.
Definitely. Now I know a lot of people want to know about Juju. He's a hot topic right now, man. You play defense and you play offense. One, how's it like playing offense with him and catching ball from him? And then two, have you got a pick on him yet?
I have got a pick off him.
Ooh.
But it's real fun. Playing safety is getting me prepared for the next level again. That's why I like Carrollton so much. So he likes to play tricks with his eyes, and he doesn't give little tips off like other quarterbacks I go against. So it's like playing against a college quarterback. So I got to be on my game to not get messed up in practice. And coming from the receiver side of the ball, he puts the ball exactly where I need it to be. So it's not really, you don't really got to make a spectacular catch with him. It's going to be right in the pocket.
Definitely. All right, I'm going to let Naj take over with some other questions.
Might be muted, G.
I said that was quick, Jerome. You usually take a little bit longer.
Yeah. I'm gonna let you guys go. I got some more questions. Trust me.
I got you. All right, Zealous. So, man, I don't know if you remember, but I got a chance to see you, man, back in February, man. Obviously at the UA camp, you really caught my eye. Not just with your approach, man, but just kind of your mentality, man. I noticed like you was talking to the coach. Hey, how can I do this better? How can I do that better? Just talk about where that kind of comes from, man. Not every player is like that or can take coaching like that, but that really caught my eye. Just talk about that aspect.
Well, from a young kid, my dad always told me the most coachable player is always going to be the better player. So I know I'm one of the highly recruited right now, but in order to get better, you got to get coaching. And I know they had the best coaches there, so I wanted to know what he thought about my play. So I just like to ask a lot of questions whenever I'm doing drills. If I'm in a meeting, I like to ask a lot of questions. That's just the type of person I am. I'm always trying to get better.
No doubt. Now, obviously, you know, you were formerly at Parkview. I mean, you got to go up against obviously some great players there. I mean, one being Mike Matthews at Tennessee now. What was those kind of practice battles like, man, back when you was there going up against him every day?
Man, it was definitely a struggle at the beginning. You know, I was a young buck. I had to go against Mike man on man coming as a freshman. But as I started to get into it, started getting my groove together, and I started to like the competition, started liking going against all the top players, and that's really how I am where I am today, all the competition.
No doubt. Well, and what were some lessons? Obviously, you had another elite, you know, running mate, which you had Antonio White. Obviously, you had Jalen Crawford. What were some things you just gleaned from them, man, being a young buck coming in? What were some things they told you to look out for that kind of help your game?
Man, a lot of things. They gave me so many tips. Like Mike would tell me, like my eyes are key for safety, having good eyes. Tonio, he would help me with tackling, you know, giving me props because he was a crazy tackler. So I would ask him what things I could do. And Jay was probably one of the best man corners that I knew. He could man a guy, so he would give me tips about some man. So like all around, that just helped me be a better player playing around all them phenomenal guys.
No doubt about it. And then now, obviously, you're at Carrollton, so we know you're playing with the elite of the elite at the quarterback position. You already shout out Shamar Arnaud, who just picked up a Georgia offer as well. So just tell us, man, who's some guys you're going up against practice that maybe we don't know about, maybe going kind of under the radar for Carrollton, but do you think will have a big impact this upcoming year?
Few guys, I would say we got a receiver named Kion. His name Kion. He number 1. He's definitely underrated. Yeah, not a lot of people know about him. I think y'all know Cromartie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sure.
he's definitely a guy. He done got way bigger. He's gonna make an impact for us. There's a kid named Jay Hagan. He was hurt last year, but he number 2. Y'all should look out for him as well. Let me think. I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we got a lot of guys that's already known, so it's a lot.
That's true. Let me ask you this, Zealous. Obviously, sometimes it matters to play, sometimes it don't. But obviously, coming in right 6A, right? Carrollton gonna have a lot of pressure on it. They're gonna have a lot of eyes on y'all. A lot of people giving y'all pretty much odds on favorite to win it. When things like that, I feel like you're a player. You probably just tune it out, just do your thing. But what kind of be the mindset when you have so much hype around you? What is that? Walk us through what that's like as a player and how you try to like channel that out and just stay focused on the task at hand.
Well, as a player, I try not to look at none of that. I try to stay far away as I can from that. Like I take every game serious as I do. If I'm playing the best team in the nation or the worst team in the nation, I just want to take it as serious. Because most of the time when teams try to think about that hype and everything around them, they tend to fall short, like go out first, second round. So us as a team, we haven't been talking about that at all. None of our coaches has talked about that. We I don't even think that's came up in the weight room, nowhere near practice. We are trying to stay focused so we can really get it.
Got you. A couple more I'll throw to you, Bacon. Zealous, I got to get your thoughts on the schedule, man. I want to start with the region schedule. Y'all schedule's off the chain. Let me start with the region schedule, though. Y'all got Douglas County, and then y'all also got Westlake. So, I mean, you can be going up against hitters that you're used to, right? You've done it at Parkview. You're doing it in practice now with, obviously, Carrollton. But how excited are you to kind of go up into the matchups against, obviously, at Aaron Gregory, at James Johnson at Douglas County, obviously Westlake with Travis. How excited are you to go up against them, man? come region time?
I'm really excited. I live for the competition, man. I really want the quarterbacks to try to throw it up on us. That's what I'm looking for. And those two teams, I know for sure they're gonna try me. So that's what I'm looking for. I want the competition. I'm living for the challenge.
As long as you don't fumble, you just fumble the camera.
Yeah, it just fell over. Yeah.
And then last one, I'll throw it to Bacon. What's your thoughts on that out of state matchup, man? I mean, same as you, man, but they got dollars at Parker too, man. But Naeem Alford, just a bunch of guys. Chancellor Sparks. Like, how excited are you for that matchup playing against one of those powers kind of in Alabama out of state?
I'm really excited. I'm really excited for it as well. I like to take every game the same. I said, I'm gonna come prepared like I'll come any game. Names are just a thing to me. They're all players, and we gonna take them down one by one, every team.
Yeah, for sure, brother, man. Bacon here. You've been at Parkview. Now Carrollton, obviously at Parkview, you had yourself, Jalen, Mike. Now here at Carrollton, you got yourself, Cromartie, Shamar. What, in your opinion, what secondary is better?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
It's tough.
Okay. I would say the secondary at Parkview, I think that's hard to beat. I ain't gonna lie. We had some guys, I ain't gonna lie. That secondary was probably better. But I think at Carrollton it's more chemistry though. We didn't with those many players, like we didn't mesh as well as we do at Carrollton. That's what I have to say.
No, for sure. That's a great answer. Man. We've already talked about Crow, man. We'll be remiss not to bring up Ryan Mosley and Peyton Zachary. What's kind of been the battle like between y'all three, you know what I'm saying, going in practice?
The battle been great. It's been back and forth. They get some, well, I ain't gonna lie, they haven't got a deep ball on me, but they've been getting deep balls. They've been getting their deep balls. It'd be me and Duty, Shamar,
Okay.
we be on one side most of the time. So most of the time our side be shut down, but Peyton and Ryan definitely get theirs for sure.
For sure. All right. And I gotta ask you about Auburn. You were just in Auburn. Was it last week?
I was in Auburn like a couple days
ago. My bad. Just how how was it? Interacting with the Plains fan base. I know it's probably kind of calming down with graduation just now, just coming around the corner.
Yeah, interaction was great. I got to talk to Coach Crime Dog. Had a serious conversation about their coverages. How they want to use me as safety. My dog Shamar was in there with me. It was telling him about the ways they want to use him as well. So it was great. I like the atmosphere. It was great out there.
Most definitely, man. I got a fun question for you, brother. In the spirit of basketball season going around at the playoffs, if you were a basketball player, who would you play like, man?
I would play like Ant.
Ant?
Yeah. I would play like him. He got that dog in him.
Nah, he got that dog in him for sure. Now, how you feel about the shoes?
The shoes are they some shoes. They not. I wouldn't wear them, but
you wouldn't wear them.
Cool.
For sure, I can respect that. I feel like it looks like I like the shoe personally, but it kind of looks like the Jordan 12 a little bit. I don't know if that's why some people don't like them.
I like the low top ones. The low top ones are hard, but the high top ones, they not that nice.
I can feel that. And switching back to Carrollton, man. I've been on campus now a couple of times. It's a nice campus, you know what I'm saying? What's be your favorite spot on campus where you kind of go to, you know what I'm saying? It could be during school hours where you kind of go to chill or just go to where you hang out with your partners.
I would probably say the training room because we got a lot of equipment in there, like compression to get your legs right, ice bath. So that's where I would really chill at.
And just talk a little bit about like the ice bath, man. Do you take that side of the game serious, recovery, all that stuff?
Definitely. I get massages. I go to cryo, ice bath, compression on my legs, ankle mobility, all that, stretching. I take that real serious. Prevents injuries.
Mm-hmm. And that I feel like that part of the game is taken real serious now. You know what I'm saying? Just for the longevity of the game. And obviously, you're a young man now. Do you see any benefits, whether it be a couple of days after a game or a week after a game, just preparing you for the upcoming week?
I do see benefits. You recover definitely way quicker. It definitely prevents you from injuries. I haven't been hurt. God willing, I don't ever get hurt. Um, it definitely helps you move faster. You're more loose. Yeah.
For sure. Now you was talking to Naj about playing some wide receiver, man. What's your favorite route in the route tree?
Post.
Post? Why over the go route?
Cause I just think nobody can run with me on that post. Like some DBs might be able to like play it and be able to run on top of you. But like if you run it with them and you stick for that post, it's not too many guys running with me. So I'd be open like 99% of the time on that post ball.
For sure. Now break that down for the youngest that's watching. Now you play safety, little DB as well, and you play wide receiver, man. What's the secret to running a successful post, especially at the top of the route where you're stepping on the DB's toes?
Okay, so if his sips are square, you want to run it out like you run in a corner, like stem it out to the like if you want to say you're on the right side, you want to stem it out and make him try to flip his hips and think you're running a go. Like you want all your routes to look like a go, but when you want to stem to the right, and then once he flips his hips, stick back in, and he's not gonna be able to recover from that if you're a fast receiver. But if you're not a fast receiver,
like yourself,
yeah,
for sure. 5 stars worth of game, ladies and gentlemen, and kids taking notes. Last question for me, and I'll throw it back to Jerome, man. I think the biggest game on y'all schedules is probably the Douglas County game. Just you know what I'm saying, open-ended question. What's your thoughts, man?
Shoot, as I said earlier, I'm taking it like every game. The names, hype. I don't let that affect my play. I'm take it like how I'm gonna play my first game at Woodward. You know, we're gonna have the outcome we want.
For sure, for sure. We'll leave it at that, man. Hopefully, we can get you yourself and some other players back on when that time comes. We all match up. But I'm gonna send it back to you, Jerome. Appreciate you, bro.
That would be fire. Douglas County versus Carrollton podcast. But listen, the last time I think not last time we talked when you was at Parkview about a year ago, and you were at that time you was mainly playing defense. You got to play offense a little bit in that practice, and I could see how excited you were to play offense. There is that the game plan for you for Carrollton, or is it kind of like you sprinkle it in, or you gonna do full time both, or how is that gonna work? Do you know?
Probably not gonna do full time, but like I'm gonna definitely be like 50% on. Like I'm gonna get a lot of burn on it, but we got a lot of receivers, so I'm gonna be in there though. Y'all gonna see me.
Okay. So if I took Zelus the wide receiver and I took Zelus the DB and y'all win against each other, who's winning?
I think the DB gonna strap him a few times, but if that post come, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with that. Yeah.
So right now with the recruiting, you got a lot of offers and a lot of going to OBs and things like that. What are the coaches are saying? Like, do they want you in a particular position right now, or it's kind of like open ended with on both sides?
Majority of the coaches they like me at free safety, just because of how long I am and how fast I am. I can get from hash to hash, and how quick I come downhill.
Now, I know you mostly play DB. Like I said, you did get excited about wide receiver. Do you have a preference, or it's whatever? You just want to be on field?
What'd you say?
I'm saying, do you have a preference on which one you rather do, like offense, defense, or like you just, hey, I'm an athlete?
I'm an athlete. I like DB, but I'm definitely an athlete. I like receiver too.
Definitely. Okay. Now, I just seen, I think it was last beginning of the month, you just got accepted to the Polynesian Bowl. Tell us about that, and tell us how that kind of came about.
Well, it was actually like in December or so. I was at a Mike Vick event, and he was doing like a charity, and I was sitting at the table with me and my dad, and I was with a manager I had at the time, and the Polynesian guy was there, and I got introduced. He looked at my film. I seen. I guess he liked the type of guy I am, so he told me he gonna keep in contact. They followed me that day, and then I got an email actually saying that I got accepted to the game. Definitely big. I'm really excited. I've never been to Hawaii before. That's a big game to play in, so I'm just honored, and I thank God for that.
Definitely. All right, I got two more questions, then I want y'all to kind of circle back to me because I like my outro question. But two questions. One is, you got a manager?
Yes, I got a manager.
Big time. All right, bro. And the second one is, you go to Hawaii, you know who to invite. Let's just say like you get some extra tickets.
Hey, I'll see what I can do.
All right, that's all I need. Go ahead, Maj.
All right, so if you can speak on it a little bit, obviously Zealous, obviously you're a major, recruiting target for a lot of programs. A lot of people want you. Kind of, how is it navigating, or what is it like with the NIL world a little bit? Just for you being such a big time athlete here in the country, is it difficult? Like, kind of, how has that process been for you?
It's been pretty smooth, to be honest. It's some like fluffs out here trying to scam, like trying to like take me, like just take advantage. But other than that, it's been smooth. A few deals here and there. I'm glad that they passed that law.
Is there any advice you give kind of the young guns that might be, obviously young like you were, super talented, and then, next thing you know, they one of those high-end guys? So what advice would you give them as far as navigating that world and being able to land some cool deals?
Well, the main thing I would say is focus on football first. The money gonna come in college, so just focus on you getting better, and just you producing. Producing is gonna get you paid, and also posting. You gotta post. I need to post more for sure, but posting is gonna get you seen. So if you really want that money, you gotta post and make sure you on your stuff with football.
No doubt. And then obviously, we talked about the recruit a little bit. Do you care where you play? SEC, ACC, Big 12, Big 10? Does it really matter to you, or just whatever school can use you the best?
I mean, I would say the best school that's the best for me. I like SEC. It's one of the most comp, and you get more publicity over there. But at the end of the day, I just want to be at the school that's best for me. The main place I'm going to get developed to be in the next place, which is college.
Gotcha. Well, I know Jerome going to ask you like kind of the fun stuff. I got a couple fun questions for you. Got to ask you, man, a big win. Let's say you with Carrollton next year, man. What's the go-to after hour spot that you're eating at?
Probably Waffle House because it's going to be open, or Cookout.
Okay. What's your favorite like orders to get from them?
From Waffle House, I'll probably get I get chicken, the grilled chicken with scrambled eggs with grits, and then a blueberry waffle, and I sprinkle some chocolate chips on there. It tastes good. Don't look like that. It tastes good.
Sweet. You gonna put
that sound kind of hype though. I think you sleep on that, Jerome. I think Zealous right. That sound kind of hype.
I'm telling you gotta try it. The blueberry waffle. Tell them don't skim you on the blueberries.
Yeah.
And then sprinkle some chocolate on top.
Okay.
We're gonna put it down.
Hang out for that one.
Yeah, we gonna post a game. What do you think is the best player cleats out right now at the moment?
Best pair
in the game.
Oh, I would say that the Nike Vapor. It's like, I don't know the exact type, but a lot of people got neon color of them. I forgot the type, not the one that with the sock. They kind of look a little buff, but I got two pairs of them. You can break quick in them. Like, I don't gotta stumble or nothing. Them the best cleats right now. It's a type of Nike Vapor. I can't remember the exact name.
Gotcha. Last one I'll throw it back to Bacon. To anybody in the league or college level that you model your game after?
I definitely would. It's like a mix. I try to model myself as Sean Taylor, Cam Chancellor,
Mm.
Ray Lewis. What's his name? He played for the Ravens.
Ed Reed.
Ed Reed.
Yeah.
What you know about Ed Reed?
I
Right.
know. I used to watch his highlights almost every day. That dude.
Hey, Zealous, you know them big hitters, man.
Oh yeah.
You have to eat your Wheaties, brother.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Big. I only thought about you.
For sure. I see you had some Bojangles in front of you early, man. Is that your go-to spot? If so, you know what I'm saying? Put us on game once again. What you get? Do you get the Bowberries? You know what I'm saying? That's what I used to get.
I definitely get the Bowberries, and they got the chicken biscuit. That's what I like. From there, I usually eat them in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, it was left, and I was hungry, so I just ate it.
Yeah. No. Ain't nothing wrong with a little Cajun filet.
Yeah.
It pretty much asked all the questions that I was going to ask, but so hopefully I'm not stealing the question from Jerome. NCAA is coming out, man. You said you're going to get it. Play with some of your teammates. Are you playing with Tennessee first? Because you said I got to play with my guys.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm probably gonna hit Tennessee up. It's gonna be hard though, because I want to play with Tennessee, Rutgers, or Auburn.
Yeah.
Them.
Boy. Just put
Who's
them
on
all
Rutgers?
I want to see how they play with their teammates though, so I'm gonna have to do like back to back to back. I'm gonna do 3 different games with all 3 of them, and I'm gonna make them go against each other too. I'm gonna have J guard Mike.
For sure. I'm going to do a social experiment.
Yeah.
I feel you on that. What's have you thought about like what your major would be in college?
Yes, I'm a major in business and finance.
Hey man, round of applause, brother. That's tough. That's tough. No cap. Man, that's it, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm throwing it to Jerome, man. That's all I had, but appreciate you, man.
Hey, appreciate you.
All right, man. Well, this is my fun questions. I like to ask this to everybody that gets on here. You know, just fun little questions for about you and your teammates. So, first and foremost, who is the goofiest one on the team? I know you're new to the team, so I know you're new to the team, but you gotta give some new names, man.
Right now, I gotta give it to Shamar.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what are some of the goofy things that he does, man?
He just be playing with people, like he just make random jokes or like just tapping people's shoulder and going to the other side, just like, and then he be rapping, he be making funny raps. He probably the best rapper out.
Really?
Rapper, yes, he can freestyle.
Wow. What about you? You?
Nah, I can't rap.
Tell us one of your hidden talents. What kind of hidden talents do you have nobody knows about?
I can fish.
Fish?
Yes. I go to the lake and pull about 10 fishes out.
All right. What's the biggest fish you got?
I don't know the pounds. I didn't weigh it, but it was probably like, gotta be like, hold on.
That camera following you.
It was longer than my arm.
Yeah.
And I was like 13 when I got it, so I could barely hold it up.
Wow. That's cool, man. That's cool. So tell us another teammate, somebody that maybe like the hothead that's like, you know, every time practice, serious mode, straight, you know, serious the whole time. Who's that guy?
Let me think. Probably be Jay Hagan, a kid named Jay Hagan. He don't never be playing.
Yeah, serious all the time.
Yeah.
Definitely. So you know, like I said, we all know about Juju, and you know, when we see Juju, you know, outside of football and stuff like that, it's very serious and everything. That I know him a little bit. He's a little silly. Can you tell us about like how he is and what's y'all two dynamic?
I mean, Ju is definitely. He used to be way more goofier than he is. He matured some, but he's still a little goofy. He don't really talk that much no more. He's kind of got on the more serious side because he's finna hit college, so he can't be going around playing like that. We pretty cool. We talk from time to time.
Definitely. Now, tell me about your coaches so far. How's that going? And what's some of the coaches that like maybe a fun coach that you noticed right away, like a player's coach?
Definitely. Shoot, Carrollton is a real serious program, so we don't not too many player coaches. Like most of the coaches are so serious that they're not trying to be your friend. They like keep it real with you. We need to win. You need to stop all that playing. Like we don't got no coaches like we don't got no player coaches like that, to be honest.
Okay. All business. So tell me, what is something that you like to do before a game? Any special ritual? And we had Breeze on last week, and he liked to touch grass. Is there some weird kind of ritual that you like to do before a game?
Okay, before every game, I go to the fence. I know everybody likes to take a knee on the field and pray, but I go to the fence and I hold the fence and I pray. That's my pregame ritual. And I also stand. I know how everybody runs out of the like the little paper and stuff. I stand in the back and I like jog out in the back. That's every game. That's what I do. It just
what's the significance of holding the fence?
I don't even know. I just did it since I was young. I just like take a knee, hold the fence, pray, and then get to work.
So whatever makes you comfortable, right?
Yeah.
All right. What's your go-to song, like, or artist that you play right before a game? Is there like a artist or anything?
My go-to artist would be Lil Ray.
Lil Ray?
Yeah, he a rapper from Atlanta.
Okay. What song?
It's not even like one song. It'd be like a playlist.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can't give me one song? Throw one out there. I don't know Lil Ray like that, so I'm trying to get on game.
One song. I would probably say a song called Dodge Toy. That's what I would say.
Bet. Okay.
It gets everybody excited.
I like it. I'm gonna have to go listen to it. All right, last question. If you could describe yourself, how would you describe yourself? Are you a more fun person? I think you're a fun person, but you feel yourself more fun. You think you're more serious. Tell us a little bit about your personality and on and off as well, actually.
I'm pretty chill person. I like to make jokes sometimes, like if I'm in the mood. I'm a funny person if I know you, but if I don't, you probably think I'm just quiet and serious. On the field, I like making jokes. Like if it's a heated game, I be serious, but I be laughing too sometimes. Like I be talking, I get be back and forth. So I like talking on the field. So yeah.
Definitely. Do you get yourself in trouble with the Carrollton coaches yet?
Nah, I haven't got in trouble. I'm not really a troublemaker.
I got you. No, I'm just asking because you said they all serious, so
Yeah, they definitely get on you about some small stuff. Like we supposed to wear all black to the weight room. I had like a dark blue shirt on, and I had to run. I had to come to school at 7:30 the next day and run stadiums.
Ooh.
Discipline.
They're not playing. Hey, that's not like the Patriots right there. The Patriots type of stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, but you seen what the Patriots done, so definitely. All right, you boys got any last questions I want to ask before we close it up?
I got one final one. Obviously, you say you like to talk on the field, man. I think that just brings the dynamic out, man. So, are you more so like, do you like to initiate Zelus like when you're on the field, or like you kind of like let the person initiate with you, but then you gonna talk it back?
Oh, I'm gonna be quiet. I'm gonna just make my plays, and when I start making my plays, that's when I start hearing people talk. That's when I start talking. So when somebody says something to me, that's when I start popping off. I only initiate with somebody if I know that's gonna mess their game up. Like if I know that type of person, or if it's like somebody I know, like if I like who I'm playing, if I know him, I'm gonna probably initiate with him.
Gotcha. And the last one, what best player you ever went against?
Avion Terrell. He single-handedly took us out the playoffs my freshman year. Yeah.
Remember that game. I remember that game.
Yep.
Before you go, brother, I gotta ask you two things. When is football kind of pick back up for y'all? I'm assuming in the summer, right?
Yeah, it starts June 3rd.
June 3rd. All right. And then last question for me. Going into your junior year, man, what I'm saying, what area of your life have you grown up the most that you kind of really noticed?
I would probably say more maturity, like doing the things I know I'm supposed to do, like taking my vitamins in the morning, waking up on time, not having to have my dad wake me up. Just maturing as a person, to be honest.
Hey, buddy, you're going to be all right. You're going to go a long way, man. Believe that. Sure. So I'll let you close it out, Jerome.
Yeah, I actually got one more question because, 7-7 season about to, do this last little run real quick. I want to know, what team are you on? Because last time I seen you was on Skirt. Then I just heard you was on Raw. I think I actually seen you on Raw at one point. You was on another team, I think. So what team are you rocking right now, man?
If I go to the last OT7, I'm not really sure who I'm going to play with. Trillion Boys asked me to play with them. DEFCON did too. So did California Power. So I'm not sure. Huh?
Probably, bro.
Sheesh.
So
I'm not sure for sure yet.
We're not running it back with Raw?
Nah.
No, okay. So we're gonna be at the Cam Newton 7-7 this week. Who you gonna be with?
When is it?
This weekend.
Oh, it is. I might be there. A lot of guys said they might not play, but we gonna be there.
Okay. But you're gonna do a Skirt Lab, right?
If they're there, I don't know. I don't know they're gonna be there.
You gotta make some calls, dude. Make some calls.
I'll make some calls and I'll let you know. But I'm not sure. I didn't even know it was this weekend.
Well, bro, I'm gonna let you go, man, because you gotta make those calls. But we appreciate you being on, man. Hicks, phenomenal athlete, man. Keep doing your thing. We're gonna definitely be looking forward to seeing you at Carrollton, man. Appreciate you.
Sure. I appreciate y'all.
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother. All right.
What? Go like this?
Nah, I was trying to activate my superpowers, man. I'm surprised it's not activated right now. There we go.
Oh my God.
I wait for Jerome to hit that switch.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Okay.
Oh man. So what y'all quickly ask to the interview, man, before we keep rolling.
Great interview, man. I knew it was gonna be a good one with those, man. Very laid back, down to earth guy. Cool. Always been like that. Got to see him since he's a freshman at Parkview. Yeah, Parkview. And he was surrounded by all those talented guys, but he always stood out. Even as a freshman, I knew, all right, he's gonna have some talent, man, because. There's no way you're playing as a freshman with all that talent on that field. You get what I'm saying? So, I knew he was going to be a good talent, good talent, good personality. I was waiting for this interview because it's been a while. So, glad to have him on. Good guy. So, you got to figure out what 707 team he's going to play for, though. That's crazy.
I don't think he's playing this week, to be real with you.
Yeah, what sound like?
Yeah, I think he might just go watch. I don't think probably OT7 he'll play, but I don't think he'll play this week.
Yeah, he might not be. Yeah, the fact that he didn't even know can we have a tournament this weekend, he might not. But it's gonna be interesting to see what he does. But Carrollton's gonna be a team, man. Sure.
Yeah, what I'll say, I think the biggest takeaway for me is just how Carrollton runs their ship. A lot of people, man. Obviously, when you're a kid, got like a lot of players, coach, man. I think it's just big developing a young kid into a man. You know what I'm saying? Running them forward, having a dark blue shirt on, man, that's big. You know what I'm saying? The real world is very, very molding. So I like that. So shout out to character for, you know what I'm saying, for us molding these young men to men that's going to serve the communities.
I agree too, because that helps with like outside football. That's a good character. That's a good characteristic for football. But you got to think about it, like what. And not saying this about Zelus or anything like that, but it's only 3% of high school players get into the NFL. So most of those, all the other 97 people have to find a job, and most jobs want to be uniform. You gotta be this way, you gotta be that way. So teaching them early, like, hey, this is our standard. You gotta be our standard. And if you can't buy a standard, you're gonna have to.
You have to run, G.
That's what he said. 7 o'clock in the morning. Imagine running class and then having to go back to class the rest of the day. Woo!
I love it.
Love it too. With Naj.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm in agreement. Definitely gonna be a elite player to watch. As you say, he's gonna play 50-50. So can't wait to see. Really, my biggest question: how will Carrollton use him, especially offensively? Got a lot of weapons, but how would that kind of look? As I said before, obviously means nothing to them. But it's going to be a lot of pressure because the expectations are so high for Carrollton, and we know what kind of a job it is. Obviously, it's one that's in that. I don't know if y'all boys know this, but it's in the 6-finger range. So definitely, they expect a lot of winning. With that comes pressure. Obviously, Joey King's a phenomenal head coach. That's not what I'm saying. I think he does a great job. He's coached some greats already. Trevor Lawrence at Cartersville. So he's done his thing, but I think that's gonna be my biggest question. And they did good with their schedule because the region schedule is tough, and then the non-region schedule is tough as well. So I can't wait to see what they're able to do.
Facts. Let me ask y'all this: what game are y'all most looking forward to seeing them play? Is it Parker? Is it Gainesville? Is it DC, Westlake, Thompson? Is Thompson? No, not Thompson.
No, Thomas Grayson. I'm gonna say DC.
DC.
Yeah.
That's the year.
For DC and probably Parker for me.
Yeah, I said DC, Parker, Westlake.
Yes, in that order.
Definitely, man.
Well, all right, y'all. We're going to keep it rolling, man. Let's go ahead and jump into our next topic on the football segment. What is the latest updates you guys have? Again, this is the segment that it's not just breaking news you got, but any intel you hearing, anything on recruiting, any player that you want to put us on game with. This is an open-ended segment. So what y'all got, fellas? I'll start with Jerome.
Excuse me. I don't know what that was. Excuse me. I don't think I have much right now. Shout out to Darian Barney, just committed to Alabama. Right after we interviewed him, me and Bacon got to talk to him at the Peachtree Ridge a Milton game. He was one of our phenomenal players of the week as well. So shout out to him for getting that. But yeah, man, get to Alabama right after that. Happy for him for sure. That's one. There's another player that's gonna commit that I wanted to talk about. I can't remember right now, so I'm gonna have to go back on that in a second. But what do you guys think?
Big shout out to Chad Fairchild adding on another offer yesterday. Maryland offered him. Big player out of Lovejoy, man. You can't miss him on the field. Probably the biggest stature-wise on the field. And the most intriguing news to me has to be Peachtree Ridge. Promotion alert. Offensive coordinator Clay Coaster, hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Coach, has been promoted to assistant head coach. That's probably the most. I'm not saying it's a shocker, but I'm saying immediately after the spring game, which we'll talk a little bit more in our spring game segment. After that, to make this decision, I wish I could be a fly on the wall and kind of hear what's going on. But that's probably my biggest takeaway. I think we got some more. Obviously, we got some more offers coming on. But if you want to intervene, Naj, and put the people on game with your takes, feel free to do so.
I ain't got nothing too crazy. You know what I'm saying? We just heating up. Trying to get some intel, man. I know some stuff about some players. I'm gonna keep on the hush because per my sources, I can't say too much. So keep that on the hush. But when you start seeing me, hey, I know this. and it comes out, then you just know. But we'll lay that for a later date. But hey, I told y'all I'll go ahead and share the screen. Actually, I already showed you Bacon prior to the show. So let me go ahead and put y'all boys on some game. People gonna start listening to me one of these days, man, and what I be saying about players, man. Because no cockiness, y'all. Obviously, I'm a very humble guy. Y'all know this, but I think I know how to identify talent, man. This is the guy. I'm gonna put y'all on some game. Teddy Gerard. Okay, I visited North Cobb Christian. Caught my eye instantly. I've already talked about his growth spurt he's had from 5'8", 5'9" to 6'3", over was it 195? I think he is now. Kid's special, man. So get up on him early. Just got a Wisconsin offer. Has a couple other offers. Georgia State he picked up too when I had talked to him about a month ago. But know this, y'all. This is the name to know. Do not be surprised if he starts having over 10, 15, 20 plus offers. Hey, I'm the first one. You guys can ask any of their coaches. Coach Jones, Coach Hughes. Ask any of them. You guys will see. So, hey, and I'll show y'all this comment too. So if you think I'm lying, you know what I'm saying? If you think I'm lying, let me show you what the DC said. Hold on. Let me find it real quick. All right, here it is. So as I said on my tweet, I said, told y'all, get on this one early. More major P4 offers coming. Gerard is that dude. And obviously you can see the comment. This is the DC, as you guys can see. Boom, right there. Defensive coordinator at North Cobb Christian. This is what he said. You did. Laughing emoji. They better listen to you more often. And as you see, I did the Jordan shrug. So, hey, y'all know what that means, man. So
well played, brother. Well played.
Yes, sir. So just putting it all up on game. That's the name to know. What are you shaking your head for, Jerome? Go ahead before I get my more news. What are you shaking your head for?
Just a character. Stuff. But shout out to you, man. You know your stuff, bro. And I'm not taking that away from you. Trust me, you know your stuff.
Oh, I'm just a character though.
You're funny.
What you think, Baker, real quick, before I spread the rest of the news?
Man, yeah, you definitely been on this one early. The brother can definitely spin it. That's no sick. That's why these offers are coming in, man. I think it's honestly just a tribute to just a player honing down on his weaknesses and becoming better and just remaining humble, hitting the right events, talking to the right people. But just like Zelus said, putting ball first, man. That's just what it's all about. And before you go back into it, man, I gotta recognize Brother Dozier, who was on our show was it last week or 2 weeks ago. He got the Akron offer, brother. So if you're tuning in or you're tuning in later, big shout out to you, man. Keep doing your thing, brother.
Yes, sir. Good shout out, man. He just picked up also a UAB offer. That's another one that we've been talking about.
Josiah?
Very high one. Yes, sir. Right before that Akron, he had UAB. So a name to know. He's getting a lot of buzz out of Alabama. And I've been high on him, and Bacon has too, ever since we seen him way back when. He didn't have the biggest role this year, but way back when we seen him last year, Georgia Tech 7-on-7, we kind of knew then. So I'd love to see him getting that exposure now and being able to blow up. A couple other news, Cortez Smith. I did a story all Yellow Jack. You guys can go check it out. He's nailed down his top 4. South Carolina, Georgia, Miami, Georgia Tech. A lot of people say Georgia's in the driver's seat. July 20th is that commitment. Travis Smith Jr., unfortunately, Georgia Tech fans, I did do a video on the platform, but we are not in the running for the top 4 for him. It is down to Georgia, Alabama, Auburn, and Tennessee. That's another major prospect. Plays for Westlake, wide receiver. Had a pretty good spring game. That's going to be July 13th.
By the way, that's the kid I was going to announce was Travis Smith. So Travis Smith was the kid I was going to talk about. So thank you for saying that.
Oh, go ahead.
No, you got it. You did it. Thank you. You got it. That's what I was going to get, and you just reminded me who it was. I was trying to find it, so appreciate you.
Oh, no, you're welcome. You don't have nothing else to add?
No. Well, I do, but go ahead. Do you finish?
All right. Yeah, so obviously he announced his, so that's coming up as well, but a major target. And then obviously, Dorian Barnett was the major one I think Bacon talked about going to Alabama. Major.
Stay tuned for later on in the recruiting season, man. I think no intel. I just off gut feel because he'll flip a switch. But hold that of SC, man. I think and I'm gonna say South Carolina, and I say here's why. You know what I'm saying, They made a lot of big flips last year, but they're just the organization, not organization. They're just a program who, as you seen, Jerome, you were at the game. They like to have their presence on field heavily, man. Shout out to Coach Beamer for really taking the recruiting game serious. Obviously, I feel like they're going to stay in contact with Dorian. He was in his top schools for a reason. He said in the interview, they keep recruiting me possibly. You know what I'm saying? That was the day before he committed to Alabama. So, you know what I'm saying? I think that is a factor. And like I said, Coach Beamer and the staff, they like to they like to keep their boots on the ground with these players. So, yes, sir.
True. I got one more, and I'm gonna throw it back to y'all. I don't know which one of y'all brought it up, but I know it was either Bacon or it was Jerome. But y'all put us up on game on this. I'm gonna go ahead and show y'all this and get y'all thoughts real quick, and then I'm gonna throw it back. See if I can find anything. Let's see.
Looking like bacon right now, bro.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta add in the dramatic pause, man.
Yeah.
It's because I'm trying to find it. I don't follow this. I don't follow him though. That's the thing.
Who is it?
Yeah, we can hear the TV now, Bacon.
What'd you say, bro?
I said we can hear the TV now, Bacon.
All right. I'll turn it down. It's 33-39, I believe, in favor of Boston. Let's see.
What football game is it?
Okay.
It's basketball.
What's worse that?
This is today. No, where is it at? Go ahead. I'm gonna let y'all go until I find it. I don't want to.
I bet a quick segue, man. I got a shout out running back out of Alabama, Irvine Reynolds, Jr. class of 2025. Running back was highlighted as a top player on Prep Red Zone, Alabama, last week, May 16th, man. So super physical running back, downhill back, who's been on a little tour seeing schools. Definitely a name to know. Irvin Reynolds out of what area? Out of the Dothan area, to be exact. What you got, Big J?
Oh, here we go.
Cool. Shout out to Alex Sanchez. Got to interview him, talked to him 2 weeks ago with Naj. He just got a official visit to Memphis on July 3rd, I think it is. July 14th. I'm sorry, June 14th. Sorry, June 14th.
Sorry.
Shout out to on that. To get back on Travis Smith. I wanted to say, I was going to ask Travis Smith, can we go to his commitment party if he's having one? But Brody and Hoover that weekend, so we won't be able to make it.
Yeah.
You're right.
It was the same thing last year for Caleb's commitment at Carrollton. And it was in Hoover that same day.
Oh yeah, crazy.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Well, maybe we make a way. I don't know, but hey, good luck to you, man. Good luck to your own commitment, though, bro. For sure. I might have some more stuff, but I don't know. Okay.
All right. So one of y'all was very high on this happening. Probably whoever says it as soon as I show this video will be able to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and roll it so you guys can see.
I don't think I stumbled or stuttered when I told you we were coming. We coming.
Hey, man. I can't make this up, G.
The flavor is different here in Colorado.
Why wouldn't you want to come to Boulder?
Get your baby kidnapped and your baby mother. It's the count of three. Spend the bitch so rough. Highly bro, I throw it up like I'm trying to lose my gut. Gets up, beat 'em up like a million up.
Cuts.
All right. Y'all get it. Boom. So he got his OV officially July 21st to the 23rd. They might have been Bacon that said it. I'm trying to remember correctly, but yeah, that's what it looks like. And they are saying they're trending in the right way. Obviously, he's committed to USC, but they're saying it's or flip. Colorado, Auburn. I'm hearing some buzz, but what's your thoughts, Big?
Man, and I'm not even gonna have a big head about this. I just shot Dukes. Definitely said something too, but just watching the tweet Coach Prime put out when he went there, it's about nurturing different players. I think Drew has some positive reinforcement tweets shortly after. I was like, man, come on. It's easy, but it'll be big. It'll be monumental. If they pull the Julian Lewis off, that'd be big. A lot of people are like, man, what's Deion going to do when Storr, Travis, Shiloh leave? Same thing he's been doing, recruiting these players, man. We got a genuine person that wants to help these kids, and it's literally been in any step they can go in from college to the pros. It's a no-brainer to me. I mean, especially coming from a system like Carrollton that's really molding players, getting them ready for that type of discipline that Coach Prime's going to bring, along with other things that Coach Prime's going to do. It's a shoe-in.
Real quick, Josiah Victor from Grayson just got a offer from Ball State, so congratulations to him. I know Najee, you are high on him as well. So I think that he's a really good player. Shout out to him. I know this is not the first offer. I think that's his 25th he got. So shout out to him for getting another one. Very underrated player down there in Grayson. All the talent down there. Some names are going to get kind of overlooked, but Josiah Victor is definitely a player that I had my eyes on for a while, and I like him a lot. He's getting some offers for sure.
100%. That's a good point about you, Jerome. We was obviously there together to be able to look at Grayson, and obviously you found some gems. I definitely found some gems. That's why I like going into practices, man. You just, sometimes the coaches will put you on game, and then sometimes there'll be players that kind of catch your eye, and you be like, oh, maybe you need to pay a little bit more attention to him. So I always appreciate that, going to schools and being able to see players that aren't talked about enough. And then if you can find that diamond in the rough, man, and they pop and they blow, they're going to remember, like, hey, this dude was the only one that gave me exposure 3-4 times. Now I'm big. They're going to always remember that, man.
Sure. Real quick. A little update on not Aaron, Wendell Gregory. Heard that he's been doing some positive things in practice at South Carolina. Don't expect them to see him too much on the field this for the season. But he is trending in the right direction, though. Just wanted to put that out there for the guys who kind of queued up Wendell. Guys and gals.
Respect. Last segment to kind of transition for football before we hit the 3-man weave. Reaction to spring games. Y'all were there. So let's get the intel for the audience. Y'all seen obviously Milton versus Peachtree Ridge. What's the reaction?
Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
Let's be honest. Milton is definitely the defending champions for a reason. They're clicking on cylinders, all cylinders. They came out hot right away. And then Peachtree Ridge side of it was a little sloppy. In this early in the season, the rhythm was a little off, things like that. So, I mean, that's to be expected, when, you've been away from it for a while. But Milton just had it like this. It was one cylinder, bang, 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 bang. It's funny, they actually started the game on a deep pass, drop pass by CJ Wiley, who actually was supposed to be one of our players of the game. He had an amazing game right after that. He dropped one ball, he shook it off, didn't think nothing of it. I think the next play after that, I think he got that crazy touchdown. It was the next play, or like it was in the same drive.
Next 2 plays, something like that, yeah.
Like that. So right after that, and they were just clicking. 29-0 at halftime. And then Milton didn't play any of the starters in the second half. Peachtree Ridge tried to have some of the starters still out there, try to get a little bit of rhythm. You see them starting to get the rhythm at some point, but they couldn't really get it together. At that point, it was kind of the train was off the rails at that point. So Peachtree Ridge still has some growing and getting together. I do fully have confidence in that team, though. They're a really talented team, led by our guy DK. So
yeah.
Good game. I wish it was a little bit more competitive, but hey, like I said, it's a spring game, and this is the time to do stuff like that. It's a time to, work out the kinks and all that. I also heard that the offensive coordinator wasn't trying to put out every single play, which could have been a situation as well. So, when you have that against you, you're going against the state champion, and the state champions are clicking on all cylinders. It's gonna look messier than it is. I fully expect that Peachtree Ridge will bounce back by the time the season starts and be right back in there, and we'll be talking about them as well.
Most definitely. It's unfortunate that Milton isn't in 6A this year. That'd have been nice to see them kind of defend that 6A title. But for me, of course, Milton did their thing. The bright spot for Peachtree Ridge was definitely Dorian Varney having that PBU against CJ Wiley. Looked like it was a comeback route, a curl route, something like that on the outside the numbers. But to be honest, man, I heard that coach, like you said, Jerome, he kind of holds his plays for spring game, but in the midst of all that, running some of the same route concepts, I didn't like that the Milton defenders were able to just kind of sit on short routes and really you know what I'm saying, unload. Still with some big hits out there, man. I didn't like to see that. Nonetheless, I do understand not wanting to show your hand, but it was kind of dead for the first half, and they brought the starters out for in the second half, like 1 or 2 drives. But the biggest show on turf was number 19, big boy for Peachtree Ridge, who went viral on overtime season. Shout out to you, brother.
Hefty Lefty.
What's his name?
He calls him the Hefty Lefty.
Hefty Lefty. He was definitely serving up some hefty portions of big plays. Got a little side on him, man. He got it all. Who was that player we watched on the sideline from Kentucky? Big boy.
Jared Lorenzo.
That's his name?
Yeah.
Player comp right there. The brother can kind of, you know what I'm saying, tighten up a little bit things in his throwing motion. He could be the next one, man. Could be the next big quarterback to really put some stuff on display. But that's my takeaway, man. That's the only thing I didn't like. I think we all came out. The media came out. Say it again.
It's Jared Lorenzen. Sorry.
Gerald Lorenzen. All right.
Yeah.
We all came out to see, you know what I'm saying, some fireworks from Peachtree Ridge. It could have gave us 1 or 2 deep balls, man. I get it this spring, man, but I don't think you want to go out 29 and a half. That kind of kills team morale, in my opinion. But nonetheless, they're the head coach. We're the guys on the sideline bringing out the news, and that's what we're doing right now. So much respect to both programs for coming out there and putting all on the line. That's what we got for reaction to spring ball. I think it's time to head to the 3-man weave, ladies and gentlemen. So I'll catch you do my shimmy, ladies and gentlemen. Heading to the a little fade, Jerome, a little fade. Hey, come on. Then to what's.
I was on a football move.
Sorry. So you finished off with a little hook? Well, I'm with a little follow through.
That was a football move. That was a juke, defender, and
touchdown celebration.
Yeah, I was reaching out for the end zone. That's all.
This man crazy. Anyway, we're finna head into what's known as the best basketball segment known to man, woman, and child, the 3-man weave, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, we'll be talking about reaction to the rookies' debut WNBA. Would you like to start off now? Would you like to take the floor?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people obviously have been kind of, hard on Caitlin a little bit. But I got a stat for you: $2 million in ticket revenue.
A little bit.
Yeah, it's been pretty tough on her.
Yeah, it's been very tough.
Obviously, I was trying to dampen it a little bit. Yeah, I mean they have been, but it's natural, man. She's a rookie. You don't always hit the ground running as a rookie. There's only a select few people in any sport: basketball, football. So she's just a generational talent. She's been the most hyped up prospect probably in their history, more than anybody. You would say even Brittany Griner, Brianna Stewart down in Taurasi. But a thing I liked is that she's bringing different things to the game, right? She's bringing this really great buzz around it. Like I was watching the game last night, and she pulls up from the parking lot, and you can't tell me, Bacon, that did not feel like an NBA game.
No facts.
How that crowd was sounding, like, yo. And then she bought that one game up against New York Liberty, who's obviously one of the best teams in the league.
The
Sabrina
best.
Nescu, they're very deep. Brianna Stewart, and bringing them $2 million in ticket revenue alone. We're not talking about ratings. We're not talking about merch. This ticket revenue. That's you getting your ticket, buying it, and going into the game. And even Stewart said at post game, and I'm paraphrasing, like, we have not ever. I don't think we've ever even made revenue from tickets. Hey, that says a lot. You know what I'm saying? So I love the direction it's going. Obviously, Angel Reese has looked good in her play. I got a little bit of an update on her as well. I'll talk about it in a little minute.
All right. You already on it.
Yes, sir. I just like how they've been looking. Carmela Cardozo expect to make hers June 1st, about another 2 weeks from now. Cameron Brink has been looking good in her defensive prowess so far, blocking shots. She'll get better. Obviously, positioning is going to be one of the things, for her career she have to work on, just as far as, girls are going to go into her. So she has to make sure that she's not, falling for it. It's using her body, the correct way as well. But the rookies so far have been doing their thing. They've been showing some flashes, and that's what you want to see. It's going to take a time. You're not going to just be a top-end team. And these girls have been playing for years. Excuse me. So the top-end teams is the top-end teams for a reason.
Yeah, man, most definitely. It's going to take time. But to your point, Kayla did – she looked impressive last night. I'm not going to lie to you. She had that deep three. Then she had a drive to the basket in a clutch moment. I think tied the game already to put them up too. And unfortunately, they had some discombobulations down the stretch. We'll leave that alone, which led to their demise. Cameron Brink is one of the rookies, as the only rookie I see in the top 4, top 5 category overall. She's second in blocks with 3.5 a game. So shout out to Miss Brink for doing her thing. But yeah, man, the WNBA action is definitely exhilarating and it's definitely alive. So if you got any free time, make sure you tune into the W, man. Because if you're not tuning into the W, you cannot speak on the W if you're not watching the games. Most importantly,
I'll say this because I'm a big Angela fan. Angel fan. Sorry, I'm a big Angel fan. But you guys that are getting on Caitlin are ridiculous. Y'all need to stop. I mean, have you not seen a rookie come into a pro league and have adjustment? Yes, she's the generation talent, but you gotta remember these are pro athletes. Pro. That means they get the best training, they get the best workouts, they get the best food regimen, they get the best this and this and that. They got experience already. So when, she's going to get roughed up a little bit because these girls been in the gym and working out differently than when she has been in college and things like that. These people these women that are professionals, this is their livelihood now. So they get to do this all their lives.
Mm-hmm.
She was in college. She had to worry about school and grades and all that stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So for people to look at a rookie and any sport and then come into a pro league and then expect them to dominate immediately. And it happens sometimes. We get it. But for you to be like, look at her. She getting, she just got, physically manhandled or just, because she just literally just got out of college. Like, it wasn't that much long ago that she was just in college. She was just in college, a month and a half ago?
Yeah.
Come on, man. Like, what are we talking about? So, all the Caitlyn stuff, man, y'all need to be off on that. Give her a couple of years, man. She's gonna be all right. Trust me, she's gonna be all right.
Well, what I think it is when probably majority of the fans aren't understanding. I don't think what Nas going to bring up a little later. That I think the Fever are getting actually getting a big different treatment from what it sounds like for Miss Reese alluded to, but nonetheless, Indiana team, they are undefeated. They are still winless, but Kaylin is averaging 17 points, 5.5 assists per game, shooting 34% from the three, which is very solid for a freshman. For a rookie, and 41% from the field. Now, realistically, she probably going to have to add on maybe another, which I think 10 10, close to 15 pounds. They are kind of bullying her right now. They kind of bully Steph, but maybe she just had to adjust. But I think she needs to add on some weight for sure.
And this is the thing too. She's coming out as one of the hottest female athletes probably in history. Honestly, like let's be honest. Like she's revolutionary. She revolutionized the thought of how WNBA is right now. Of course, everybody's gonna be headhunting her. Like I'm in the NBA now. Like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna let this little rookie, show me up. And then she's gonna get that kind of treatment right now because, they're gonna, and then she's not gonna put fear in anybody's eyes right now because she is a rookie. Give her some time. Let her, get herself back on track. Get some little weight back on her. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, bro. Like she's gonna be fine. Like this is natural. Like especially with somebody that got as much hype as she does right now.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's gonna get all the attention. She's everybody's number one target right now because everybody's talking about she revolutionizing women's basketball right now. Of course, she's gonna get all that attention. So. Just pipe down, fans. Pipe down. It's okay. Give her some time. How many games has it been? 5, 6?
4.
4?
4, yeah.
It's not even that much, bro. Calm down. Relax. Like, it shouldn't even be news right now, bro. It really shouldn't be, to be honest.
Nah. You got to give credit because, whether it's good or bad news, good or bad pub, whoever it's about, man, it's always going to be good because it's spreading out. So this is good for the W in general.
100%. No, 100%.
And the Fever do play tomorrow. I believe at 7 o'clock. They're playing Seattle, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Seattle. They're playing the 1-3 Seattle. I have to see what the mascot is tomorrow at 10 p.m. West Coast game. I don't think it's on TV though. Go ahead now. I know you've been cooking up over there.
Yeah, I got some buzz in football, but can't reveal it yet. So I'm kind of cooking. Sorry. I'll article out soon. My bad, boys. Once you get in this game, it's nonstop, bro. But yeah, I 100% agree. I heard a lot.
What I call you the other day? Non-structured.
Yeah, you have been calling me that.
What you play right now?
Yeah, you have been calling me that, twin. But yeah, I agree with everything you said, Jerome. I did hear you. I know I felt like I wasn't listening, but no, Jerome, you're 100% right, man. When you say just the pressure she's getting, but like you said, and all the obviously vitriol that fans are giving her, like I said, but what she's doing for the game is important, and it's important too that these girls will realize that. People don't realize the human nature. I almost said let's have a female, but it's human nature to be jealous, man. But a lot of these players got to think, okay, I get it. Like I don't want to be cooked, but at the same time, if she's bringing all this positivity to the game, she's bringing all this revenue to the game. You got to be kind of cognizant of that because think about this, Jerome. Before she came, when did they used to have to go play in the summer or after the season was over? They had to take their money overseas. So now let's say you don't got to do that no more. You can just stay in this league and make the money that you can make. Now you're getting chartered flights. That was always a process. There was never no, it was going in the right direction. There was never traction behind it. So things are changing. So that's too where people got to step to the side and look at their egos and be like, okay, well, this is for the betterment of the game. Is it as beneficial? Does it kind of suck that she's getting all this attention? Do I not like it? Maybe not. But then let me think long term. This could be good for my career. I'm a 10-year vet, but I've only made this little bit of money. But she comes in, this brings up the salary cap. This allows teams to spend more money. This allows for more merchandising. All that stuff make a difference, bro. You know what I'm saying? So people got to think about that too. To your point, Jerome.
And let's be real. Who wants to get showed up by a rookie? So when you see a rookie, you're gonna try to.
Especially when she cooking them girls, bro.
Yeah.
No doubt about it. But on a positive note, I will give some love to Angel Reese. Obviously, I've been critical of her. But as y'all know, I am one to say if it's some positive news, I will bring light to it. I'm not one of those guys or analysts or commentators that just talk down or talk bad about somebody and don't highlight the positive things they're doing. So I do want to highlight her for being smart, right? 22 years old and already owns a part ownership. I don't know what the particular stake is, but of the DC football club.
Okay.
Yes, sir. DC football club soccer league. So I do want to shout her out. Obviously said that the sport is growing and just being smart. She's young, as she said in her quote, still figuring it out. But I think that's awesome that she's thinking okay, let me not just be a consumer, but let me also be an owner. Let me be able to see, okay, this game is changing. Let me be able to get in and be smart to see, okay, I'm pioneering, because she is, y'all. She's part of the pioneering of women's sports itself. Let me be smart enough to go ahead and put my money into this and let it grow for myself as we get more corporate sponsors in different women's events, as the proliferation of women's sports starts to kind of hit a new level. So I do want to shout her out for that and being smart and being able to invest and put her money to use, not just buying it on dumb things. You know what I'm saying? Not saying she has, but a lot of athletes, not just women's sports, all across, before you know it, they bankrupt within another, 17 years? Let's go. Let's do a quick one real quick. Different sport, NFL. Antonio Brown, bankrupt.
That's tough.
Money. Hate to bring that up. I know you're a black man. I'm just saying, this is what you got to do. You got to think. This is why Mahomes is never going to go bankrupt. He owns multiple teams. KD owns multiple different organizations. LeBron owns a little bit of stake of Liverpool overseas. Just be smart with your bread. Nothing wrong with treating yourself, but also be smart and invest your money. So, want to give her a shout out also on the show today.
Yes. So alluding. So let me share my screen. She did make some news. Of course, she's going to make some news about the Caitlyn thing. There's obviously been some shortcomings for the WNBA for her to bring this out. I bet was shared. Shout out to you, Jerome. Not sure how to say her name. Get Nika her visa now. Charter flights are here. Give every team the same publicity because it ain't just one team online. Bullying ain't it at all. Oh yeah, Chicago Sky are here most definitely and on the rise. So she's alluding to here that they got to get this young lady her visa, to play. Which kind of sends some side shots, but I should say, and ain't bullying. She's just keeping it a buck. Obviously she's putting on the forefront that the WNBA needs to do other things outside of just putting the marketing out. They got to take care of the members, right? So I would say shout out to her for definitely making this known because obviously there were no other reports about this young lady. Having her visa renewed. And giving the Chicago Sky some airtime because they are a budding team and the people do want to see Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso. I'm sure when they get reunited, that game will be on TV. But the people want to see the Bayou Barbie. So shout out to her for making this known, man. I wanted to get y'all thoughts on this as well.
That's real, bro. That's why I try not to get on people all the way sometimes because they try to do some good things still. Sometimes, we see a person and like perfect example, Cam Newton. Cam Newton was hated forever, and to be honest, I didn't like him that much when he first got out of Auburn, but once I seen the type of stuff that he do for kids, and I'm not talking about just the 7-on-7s and stuff like that. I'm talking about when he was in the league, like his first year, the way he interacted with kids, he always, try to help them out and give them game balls and interacted with them before game and pre-game and all that stuff like that. Like, that's when I started really not falling in love, but I really started really liking Cam Newton because, stuff like that. So sometimes we just got to like step back and like watch a person's character sometimes because, we get kind of caught up in like, oh, she talks too much or this and that. I get like that too. Like, some players kind of, I get it. It gets annoying sometimes when they just talking that stuff. But hey, man, like some people got really good characters. So
yeah, for sure. And you, Nash?
Say it again.
Do you have a take to share about her tweet about the young lady and just her perspective on sharing the media?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I mean, that okay. So that was kind of the issue, guys. What we had this past year with Caitlyn. Okay, to a degree. Again, I like Caitlyn. She's probably one of my favorite players to watch. But the media. Okay, bro. I'll give you another example. It's going to even highlight my point even more. Why is Bronny getting? And Perk talked about it the other day. Why is Bronny getting more attention than the lottery picks, bro? That's nepotism at its finest. Yeah. Okay. Which we get. He's a fringe second-round pick. He getting more coverage than Stephon Castle, Alex Sarr, Donovan Cleveland, Zach Edey. So I agree to a degree. Like, yeah, media has to do a better job. And it goes back to this season. Obviously, Angel Reese got a little bit of love. Camila Cardozo got the love. Obviously, Caitlin. Obviously, Juju. But highlight the other players, like the Paige Bookers. Let's highlight some Fu Wiley next year. Let's highlight some other players that are also phenomenal in our sport. And I feel like media too many times, like, no disrespect to Bronny, I'm not saying he's not going to be a good NBA player, but he should not be coveting more attention. I know he plays for all time. He's the son of an all-time great. He should not be getting more attention than these top guys in it, whether this is a weak draft class or not. It does not matter. Highlight the right players. Highlight the players that have been putting in that work. I'm not saying Bronny's not putting in that work, but I'm just saying we're going to go and put, obviously, love what ESPN does. We're going to go and put and have all of our coverage on Bronny. Bro, when have you cut on ESPN or anything and they talking about Stephon Castle or Tristan Payne or come on, man, what are we doing? Highlight everybody. You know what I'm saying? And I agree with Reese back to her point. Highlight it all, man. It ain't just one player. Obviously, that one player can have a big impact, but let's give some love to everybody. That's why y'all see, and that's why the way I am what I am. Jerome put it in the comment section. And you know what? I'm not even embarrassed to say this take right now. There's a reason I don't follow Juju. It's no disrespect to him. Okay? I'll put this on live air. He's a phenomenal player. Juju gets enough love, y'all. He don't need no love from me. He gets enough love. I like highlighting the players that don't get it because then when they get it, they appreciate it more. You know what I'm saying? And this is not about me. It's about the kid, but he already got all the attention. 247 going to talk about him every day. On 3 going to talk about him every day. You know, he's going to constantly be talked about. But a guy like I just highlighted, Teddy Schwartz, not a lot of people are talking about him. They're going to talk about him now because he got a Wisconsin offer. Okay? Lucius Murray, who I highlighted the other day. Nobody's talking about him. They probably going to start look. Oh, okay. Wow. That boy was toting that man. Oh, Philip Deuce made a comment. Oh, let me check this guy out.
Right.
That's what I appreciate doing. And I feel like even the same thing. That's why I take my take. I love to do recruiting. It's one of my favorite things. But I also love to bring players on the platform and highlight them as well. Because I feel like far too often we give all the attention to the top guys, but we don't get a love to the smaller guys. And you never know what the smaller guys can do. Last point, Quavion Mitchell went to Toledo, ended up being a first-round draft pick. Didn't get a lot of love from the recruiting services. Look at what he became. Cooper Kupp wasn't even rated. One of the top receivers in the game. We do it far too often. That's my take. I digress.
Wait, shout out to the NFL draft because I'm telling you, they could have had all the Nepo baby coverage in the world in this draft because there had to be like 6 to 7 NFL baby kids that was in the draft and they didn't barely talk about them. Brennan Rice, who's Jerry Rice, the greatest receiver in forever, he was in it. Obviously, you know Marvin Harrison Jr. He got drafted high. They had some hype on him, but it wasn't that crazy hype. You know, they had Frank Gore Jr. in the draft. They had Luke McCaffrey. Obviously, the McCaffrey family. He was in the draft. They had, I think they're like 2 or 3 other guys, sons of NFL players, like barely getting talked about. So shout out to the NFL draft because honestly, I thought that was their team about to start doing that, and they didn't. Right. So shout out to the NFL draft. They did the opposite of that. You know
so I was bound on that too. I think what it is, why the NFL handled it in the way they did. The NFL is still kind of a major North America market. NBA is a global game, so if you throw out LeBron James, son, it's gonna buzz everywhere around the world. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, the NBA they hold their brand in high regards overseas. So I think that's why they do that. But also, man, great take, Naj. You know what I'm saying? Rising star in the industry, bro, who's breaking some football news right now. So shout out to you, brother. Again, I'm saying that was a great take.
I appreciate you, man. That's all I'm saying. I'm not even blaming. It's not the NBA fault, bro. It's the media coverage, bro. And I agree. Jerome brought up a good point. Both of y'all did.
Yeah.
Like, that's what it got to be, man. And I think y'all do the same with y'all platforms. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, I do. I love what Bacon does. I love what you do too, Jerome, with your Inside the Hashes. Like, continue to do that. That's what I want to make this a platform, not just all about recruiting. Like, obviously, we're gonna talk about that, and that's gonna be a key point of this. But also, be yourself. Like, you know, let's get to know you more than just the player, also as the person. So I just appreciate that, man. I think media, like, they need to do a better job of not just one player, highlight everybody. You know.
Jerome is definitely inside the hashes every half yard, every yard. You know what I'm saying? Not for real, bro. You do high school games. You I don't know if you do the college game, but you kind of do college when you do the Senior Bowl. So you know what I'm saying, not everyone's doing that. Not everyone has your story, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know one day you'll be able to tell that story how you want to, man. But shout out to you, bro, for real.
A matter of fact, before we move on, he need to tap into the college scene and stop playing. You're already going to Senior Bowls. Why don't I go to a couple games? You know what I'm saying? A couple times a year.
I'm already tapped in with Georgia Tech guys.
Oh, you with Tech?
I'm trying to get to a game. It we still got a 9 to 5 to be doing right now. So we be.
Hey,
it's hard on Saturdays, but I'm just saying.
Hey,
I got contact with Georgia Tech.
Hey, Baker, did he keep that on the wraps? He didn't tell us nothing about that.
Man, yeah. It's a recurring theme.
It's trying to pop up because that's what I'm gonna be every Saturday. So
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Sure.
Got G-Tech.
Sure.
I'm trying to get some more, but yeah, G-Tech is in there. So
salute my brother.
We're gonna segue on to our next topic, which is gonna be NBA playoffs reaction. Currently, it's not on the screen right now. But last time I looked, man, if you watching at the beginning of the show, I picked the Pacers as a winning tonight. I don't even call it an upset. I just think that the Pacers are balanced enough and formidable enough to where they can do it. And last time I looked, it was a tie game. I will check here in just a second, but I'll start with you, Jerome. You know what I'm saying? What do you think about the Indiana Pacers against the historic Boston Celtics? Halftime, tied 64-64. Jason Tatum has 11 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. Go ahead.
I hate the Celtics, so I'm very biased against them. So I would want the Pacers to win. But the Celtics got a little team, man. I can't see them losing, to be honest. I would love the Patriots to win, but Celtics deep team, and they might take it all this year. I think it's gonna be them and that team. That I did not talk about right now. So
Timberwolves for the fans who's watching or the supporters. But here's my reason for why I believe that the Pacers have a great chance to win tonight, who are tied 64-64 and have a great chance of taking this overall series. Number one is that the Celtics, they like to play down. I'm not gonna say play down the competition for this instance, but they like to play down the competition. The Pacers are probably the most in sync team, be it just a few days removed. I believe they played Saturday. Boston played. They clinched Wednesday to beating the Cavaliers. And I think that the Pacers are going to have a big advantage on the glass. Jason Tatum's the leading rebounder for the Celtics this playoff with 11. You got Miles Turner, you got Siakam, you got Toppin, you got Tyrese Halliburton. All of those guys are going to crash the glass, and the biggest thing that's the advantage is that the Pacers are going to run. They're going to get on transition. Their average is about 120 points this playoffs. To Boston's about 110, 111, 12. So, and to Boston's credit, they are a great defensive team. But we got a team who's going to run and play transition. They're going to get easy buckets off this Celtics team. Al Horford is getting there younger. Is going to have to keep up with Siakam and Turner. So if the Indiana Pacers can control the glass, continue to make shots, they're going to have a chance of being every single one of these ball games. And they're just going to need one game that they're going to steal at Boston that's going to give them the confidence. And once they get that confidence, watch out. So I think it's a great chance we could see Indiana and Minnesota. Even then, I still like Kyrie and Dallas. We'll get to that later, but I like Indiana.
Did you say Indiana and Minnesota?
Indiana and Minnesota. It's not going to be good for Raiders, but Indiana has a great chance of pulling it off for sure. It's a tie game right now.
Hey, bro. I hope Boston fans is watching. Y'all can bookmark this. Hey, bro.
Yeah, please.
Hey, bro. Y'all lose this series, bro. Wrap it up, bro. Trade Tatum. Hey, don't even sign back. Hey, I'm not playing. I'm so serious, bro. Not even a joke on my face, bro. I'm so serious. Y'all just paid Jaylen Brown $300 million. There's no way in hell y'all should be losing to the Pacers, bro. I don't care what nobody's saying in this podcast. There's no way. The East has been easy this year. I don't care what nobody say. Knicks was injury riddled.
Yep.
They had Hartenstein, Mitchell Robinson, right?
Mm-hmm.
No Julius Randle, OG Anunoby in and out. Then your best
OG.
player practices his hand. Okay. Obviously the Bucks was without Giannis pretty much the whole playoffs. Then Damian Lillard goes down and gets hurt. Okay. The Cavs, I mean, yeah, Donovan Mitchell gets hurt, basically. You know what I'm saying? The Magic are a young team. Come on, they don't got the experience. Hey, come on now. Yeah. So this has been a cakewalk for you for the most part. This has been a cakewalk. You played the Miami Heat with no Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
There is no excuse. You are the number 1 seed. You won 64 games. Okay? There's no excuse anymore. You have to go to an NBA Finals. If you do not go to NBA Finals, that's it. This is 7 years of Jason Tatum. The 5 of the 7 years you've been in the Eastern Conference Finals, and you don't have not one chip to show for it. Come on, bro. They should not be competing with y'all. Okay, I know Porzingis is hurt. Expected back for Game 4. I know. You still got all the requisite weapons, man. There is no excuses. None. I don't want to hear it. So if they lose, don't even re-sign Tatum. It's over. Like just start from anew. There's no excuse this year. Y'all laughing. I'm so serious. There's no excuse. Okay.
I just love the passion, bro. I just love the passion.
Hey, I'm passionate about it. The West has the toughest part, bro. That's a gauntlet. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Minnesota had to just knock out the Nuggets, the defending champs, in 7 games on the road. And in those 7 games, they won 3 on the road. Come on, bro. No. So, to your point, Bacon, strongly disagree, but I respect your take. If they lose, just go ahead and wrap it up, bro. There's no way in hell Indiana should be in the Western in the finals this year over Boston. I don't care. No
Facts.
You can't convince me. There's no excuse. You have too much talent. And on the other side, I think that's going to be an entertaining series. Yeah.
Most definitely.
Dallas, Minnesota, Kai versus Anthony Edwards, younger. Hey, man, I tell y'all young kids, y'all want to know what it mean to be a star, be a superstar, play the game the right way? Everybody talking about like, oh, we're going to have to get a PR specialist. No, bro, ain't old school. That's the damn problem. All y'all want to do is new school. Y'all want to take the game serious. Y'all want to play around. Ant take it serious. Ant played god awful in that game. But y'all know what he did? What most kids don't want to do? He played defense. Okay? Go watch the tape and how he locked down Murray for them 7 to 9 points in the second half after he was buzzing. That's how you do it when your shot not working. That's the problem. Too many of y'all want to score, want to do this, want to do that. He won the game with his defense, and his requisite weapons around him stepped up. That's how you affect the game. It's not just scoring. It's defending at a high level. It's disrupting somebody off their rhythm. It's rebounding, right? It's setting up your teammates when they're trapping and W the whole game. Go watch his tape, man, if you really want to see how you're supposed to take the game serious. I digress.
I don't think anything else needs to be said, ladies and gentlemen. We can, unless you have anything to say, Jerome, I'm getting ready to segue into the next topic.
Real quick. I don't want to relive this game, but I do want to say one thing. When you're up by 30 points, why in the hell are you chucking up threes all like, bro? Why? Why are you chucking up threes the entire time? That's why we lost. All right, I'm done.
Great point, bro. Hey, what's our brother's name? File up 3.
My boy, we were up 30 points at one point. And literally chucking up threes. I'm like, why?
Hey, man.
Where's my bleach?
As we move on, shout out to Cat. Shout out to Jaden McDaniels. And obviously shout out to Naz Reid. I don't give a shout out to Rudy Gobert. Shout out to them for taking the challenge against Jokic, who was still dominant. But that's what you're supposed to do. Be effective. Make him feel uncomfortable. 2 for 10 from 3. How many times we gonna say that about Jokic? Not too often. He don't shoot that bad. So shout out to them for taking the challenge. I'll leave it at that.
Most definitely, man. The next topic we have on the leader, bring it back up again. Will Bronny be successful in the NBA? I believe so. In college, when he got his time, he's a stat sheet stuffer, and I think that has to be regarded. When anytime you can get assists, rebound, and you can score, his offensive production will pick up. Let's be patient. I think Bronny is going to be an effective pro. If he's not going to be a superstar, he'll be effective. What you got, Jerome?
You want to take this? It's hard to say if anybody's going to be successful in any pro sport. It's just a hard thing to do. I'll say this: if there is a prospect that have all the resources, have the bloodline, he does. So you want to kind of have the percentages higher on that. He got the bloodline, like I said. If he needs to train in a certain way or have any trainer in the world, he has that access. It's just really going to be based on how he does, and this is why, and I love saying this word, but I don't want to say it on here, but Nepo babies. That's why Nepo babies don't succeed, because they rely on their parents' success. So, and that's not all of them. That's not all of them. But you wanna make sure that you're working as hard as that player, that person. And LeBron, you're always gonna be in LeBron's shadow, bro. Like, just embrace it and be your own person. Go in, get the type of training that you need. Get advice from your dad as much as you can. Take heed of that. Be humble. Just go in. I'm not gonna say nobody's gonna be unsuccessful in anything. I wish everybody to be, successful in the pros. But the reality is, you gotta work for it. You gotta put in the time. You gotta put in the effort. You gotta not, rely on other people. You gotta be relying on yourself. And getting yourself to help, working yourself, doing the dirty stuff when nobody's looking. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, my take is I agree with a lot what Jerome is saying. Obviously he's going to always be held to that standard. He's LeBron James' son, so there's no escaping that. It's nothing you can do, no matter you call him Bronny or Bronny Jr. or you know what I'm saying, whatever type of way you try to switch his name, he's going to always be linked to his father. Now it all depends on the scale that you're going to judge his success by. That's really what this comes down to, because it's subjective, right? Are you judging him based off of how his dad is? Or are you judging him based on Bronny and the player that you see? Because if you're judging him off his dad had very, very, very high expectations all the way up here, and his dad surpassed them. Okay, now are we saying first ballot Hall of Fame? Right. So if you're judging that off of his success, probably not. If I had to say what I think the ceiling of Bronny is, I think it's a solid NBA star, and I don't think that's a bad thing. He could go and surpass that. I'm not going to say superstar. I got to see more, but solid NBA starting point guard. I think he could get that if everything goes right and he does what he needs to do. Right, might start off as a backup point guard, but if he could show that he could be, tenacious on the defensive end, right, can do those requisite things that you need, could be a good, nice two-way player in the NBA. But like I said, it all depends on your scale of how you judge. Is him being a solid star, is that a failure? For some people, Jerome, that's going to be a failure for some people. For some people, it's not. You know what I'm saying? For some people, him being a backup point guard might be a failure. For some people, it's not. So it all depends. It's very subjective. But I do think he does, obviously has the tools. He got the resources, as you said, with his pops to be successful. But at the end of the day, like I think either Jerome was saying or Bacon, he got to be his own man too. You know what I'm saying? So it's not going to be easy. A lot of people are going to be criticizing him. But if he put his head down and he worked, it'll work out.
Without a doubt, man. I think Bronny will be fine. Apparently, they say that Bryce is the killer, but they were saying that about the Bronny, which I'm not taking anything away from Bronny. I think he's a phenomenal player, but as of right now, what's hot out the press, especially from the EYBL circuit, Bryce is that guy. There's been a lot of people have been saying he kind of just hiding, not gonna say hiding, standing in the corner to shoot. But nonetheless, I think Bronny will be fine. I think the brothers agree. So we're behind you, Bronny. Keep doing your thing, stay grounded, and stay focused. Keep your head up, brother. And I also bring this point up too. He's been at the NBA draft combines, man. Probably most NBA superstar kids are not going to be there. I think Scotty's son may have played in his draft combine, but Barnes Bernard's been doing his thing. I think he did struggle one day, but the fact him to put himself out there like that is like he's like again to y'all's point. I'm being my own man. I'm gonna put myself out here against the best. I'm gonna show you what I got. So I think if he keeps doing that and keep refining his game, he'll be all right. Next on the list is Bacon's latest news and updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't have much today. But I think the big go ahead.
I said, what's sizzling?
What's sizzling? Well, right now, Christian Anderson sizzling. He just committed to Texas Tech. Shout out to him, man. Decommitted from Michigan a while back. Oh, well, hold on. Let me come back. Do that again, Jerome. Oh, sorry. I probably can't hear that. My bad. False alarm. Yeah. So Christian Anderson committed to Texas Tech. That's big. It's a young man's name, J.R. Strobridge, who was at the on the radar scene this past weekend. He had 9 threes in that game. Received a D1 offer from Texas A&M Commerce Lions _MBB on Twitter. MBB is men's basketball. So shout out to those two gentlemen for doing the thing, putting the game on full display. That's pretty much what I got. Like I said, nothing too crazy. Actually, let me put this young lady, put her out there. Our brother Raheem the Dream, man, not Raheem the Dream, Raheem Mingling. He put us on to this girl from the Southern Stars. Let's see if I can find her real quick, man. Here we go. Her name's Kristen Winston. Let me share my screen here. Kristen Winston.
You got it, brother. You got it, brother.
Man, hook me up, bro. Hook me
You got it,
brother. Stop playing with him, man. Kristen Winston. I'm just playing. But she's elite, man. Let's see if we can get her. Let's find a good highlight, man. Southern Stars. Turn this down. Oh man, we need a little more than just 7 seconds, man. We gotta put a full gamut on display. This is a good one.
What grade is this?
I believe she's an 8th grader, bro, and she's already playing varsity ball. She played for the Hoover Bucks this year. She's special. Did she already get an offer? No, she didn't. She's already took her forward with Coach Staley. Coach Staley loves to be on the scene, getting in these girls' faces early, building their presence. Like I said, South Carolina not only is a big recruiting advocate on the football level, but Coach Staley's been doing it for a while at the WBB level. Give a little update on her game. I believe it's at the Big South hoop scene event, I believe. 3-level scorer, can go left and right, obviously plays defense. Actually just got the block there. She can let it fly from beyond the arc and just a little bit further deep. I'm not saying she's Caitlin Clark right now, pulling it for almost 40. But she's got a serious game, especially to be an 8th grader. But I don't think this will be the last week here of the underclassmen going crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? It's abundance of young women and young men playing and getting groomed by trainers. So this is just a product of what we're going to see further on. We see every generation jump as they either get better with either raw athletic ability, or now we're seeing raw athletic ability on the uptrend with trainers. So this is just going to be a product of what's coming with the abundance of resources for these kids as well. But that is the just as the news from the Bacon updates. I see you looking a little off, Naj. You all right, brother?
Yeah, down south just tagged us tagged me in it, so I'm probably tagged you too. He had him on the show a few weeks ago. I'll share this clip real quick before we get to the conclusion of the show. I know Jerome gotta go. But tag me in this.
Gotta go right now.
It's pretty cool. I'm gonna share it real quick.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, James Richard? Thanks for being on, man. Appreciate you commenting, man. And anybody have a comment, just make sure y'all put the comment in there too.
Mm-hmm.
Appreciate y'all. Okay. I was looking at the comment.
Appreciate you, sir. We'll mute that. But 2026 Muscle shows Maury Johnson. Obviously, like I said, we had down south on. But right there, you can see like the fluidity of the movement, moving pretty fast through the drills.
Yeah.
2026.
Violent hands, yeah.
Yeah, very violent hands, good quickness, good lateral quickness moving through the drills.
Fluid.
Good.
Shout it down south, man.
Shout out to down south. So that was the gimmick. I just wanted to share that real quick. That's what caught my eye while I was looking like that. Bacon. So yeah. That's the post.
Real quick, shout out to Bryce Brown, man. We talked about him last week on our podcast. I just want to give him a shout out. He just tweeted out to us and put our live video out there. So shout out to him, man. Appreciate you, brother. Appreciate you.
And we gave him a shout out first and foremost on I think our story. So
do any of y'all know a college coach recruited? What you know what I'm saying? HBCU.
Yeah, what you looking for? Group 5, Power 4. What you looking for, twin?
If you're just trying to get in the door, we definitely got something for you, brother.
Yeah.
DM us inside the hashes, Naj Woke or Bacon. All our socials are right there on the screen. Let me take this off so you can see. All our socials right there at the bottom right there. So if you can DM us, let us know what you want, and we can definitely point you in the right direction. There's plenty of coaches recruiting, especially around this time. It's a really good recruiting time. So you're asking us in the right spot. There's plenty going on. So really HBCU.
We definitely got you, G.
100%. DM us, brother. DM us. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. All right.
And put your huddle link.
Real quick. Non-sports related, but I want to shout this out. Shout out to Dorothy Tillman. Dorothy Tillman. She is a 17-year-old that just got her doctorate degree from Chicago. So I just wanted to shout that out. That's
mind blowing.
Incredible. My business partner's girl just graduated. She just got her doctorate. She is in her 20s. So shout out to the doctors out there, man. You got these strong black women getting their doctorates. But shout out to Miss Dorothy getting it at 17. I just seen that news. I thought that was amazing. I just wanted to put that out there because that's amazing. You know, I know we talked about sports and everything like that, but for you to get your doctorate at 17, that's a huge deal, man. That's a huge deal, and it's a record, I believe they said too. So, shout out to her, man. That's crazy.
Education is very vital. Last thing, this is football, but I did just see. I think it was ESPN. ESPN has Juju Lewis ranked over Bryce Underwood as the number 1 player in the class of 2025.
Interesting.
I can dig it. I can dig it.
Interesting. So,
none the least though, where are we at next week? Or where we at probably this week, right? Yeah, where we at this weekend?
Cam Newton 707. I'll be there. I believe it's not in Grayson anymore. It's in a new location. If you boys need to know where it's at, let me know.
Yes.
That's where I'll be at for Saturday and Sunday. Cam Newton 707.
That is where I intend to be.
Right. You got your credentials?
Say it again.
You got your credentials?
I do not have my credentials, no sir. But I will apply for it and request it. I'm in class 2025.
Yes, sir. DM us. We got you, brother.
Hey, real quick. Hey, James, this the time, bro. In June, okay? Look, I don't know who's recruiting you, but go to the schools, the camps that's recruiting you the most. Don't even waste your time, bro. You know, whatever HBCU that is, or if you need contact with that, obviously, like Jerome said, hit us in the DM. But go to the schools that's recruiting you the most. Don't even waste your time, bro. I'll leave it at that.
That's game.
Definitely. All right, where you gonna be at, Naj?
I'm not sure this week. Bacon obviously mentioned something about 7-on-7. We'll see about credentials. I've hit up a guy a couple times about getting one, never heard back. So I don't know. We'll see. If not, it's gonna be rest weekend for me, boys.
Okay.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Hit me. Both of you guys hit me after this. I got my comment. I got you.
All right.
All right, cool.
So that's where we will be at Next up is the most heralded part of the show, the most famous part of the show, words of wisdom, man.
Am I starting?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Oh,
It's
I
always
guess I'm
fast first.
when you're up, stay up and be smart. And don't take threes the whole time. God, hey!
I am dead.
Hot fire. Hot fire.
I'm sorry. That thing eating at me, man. I'm like,
you been hold that in since Saturday, dog. Words of wisdom today. Discipline. Discipline is big. Discipline is very big. If you're a kid, you know what I'm saying, do your chores, listen, get up early, do everything you're supposed to do, but discipline, doing things right when you see it, something needs to be done, do that. Do not procrastinate, because discipline is the thing that will either close the gap from you being behind to you catching up, or from you being in front to pushing past the stars, man. So discipline is probably going to be, I know it's cliche, but oftentimes we can hear it and be like, I do it later. But discipline is my words of wisdom.
yeah. Real quick, I want to take a serious take on what I say, because that it's still a good message. My message is, when you do get to the top, keep a humble head and do the right thing, because you never know that you can be in the league like the Nuggets, and you can be up there, but like anything can happen where you go down to the bottom, man. And I want you guys to succeed. So when you get up to the top, don't get a big head about it. Don't start getting lazy. You still got to put in the work. Just because you got it, don't mean it can be taken away from you. So still put in the work. Still do what got you there, and keep building off of that. Don't sit there and just settle like, oh, I made it, I'm good now. No, keep it up. Keep that going, because you can lose it anytime. So that's my message there. And then the other thing is count your blessings. When one person says no, there could be somebody that says yes. So for instance, obviously we got the Phenom deal. They was the first ones to give us this deal, man, early on too. So shout out to Phenom, shout out to Nathan, shout out to Brandon. Appreciate you boys for allowing us to have this opportunity. But also just like, when Dor said no, because I'm telling you, this is not the first sponsorship we reached out to. We had a couple no's, So don't get discouraged, You get that no, keep going, keep grinding, keep doing what you're doing, because eventually you get over there. We just had I was just at Keanu Watson's youth camp this weekend, and he had a kid, and I just told him the same exact message. If you keep getting those no's, don't worry about it, bro. Just keep grinding. Someone's gonna notice you, and someone's gonna pick, risk it for you. You know what I mean? Put the neck on the line for you, and when the opportunity comes, be that opportunity.
Channel that energy into something positive and work on yourself.
Yes, sir. Got anything else?
Yeah. Kind of go off your point real quick. Yeah, when you say quote unquote you make it, you really should be working twice, 3 times as hard than before you made it, because that's what complacency sets in. So should be putting full throttle. Shouldn't be because I'm in this threshold. No, keep working. My second tidbit to that: when you start making good money, be smart, invest, find something that you're interested in. It don't even have to be stocks. It don't got to be real estate. It don't have to be teams. Invest in something you're interested in. That's giving back to the people. That's helping inspire a community. One of my big ones is I feel like journalism is it's not a difficult industry, but it's hard to get into. So if you are somebody that makes it in your industry, find programs that or start a program that can help others. I feel like a lot of times, like even I know a lot of people are very high, and I'm not critical of NABJ. I think it's a great program, but I think more should be done to help journalists, not just Black, minorities, whites, whoever you want to say. This is for everybody. I think there should be more programs in place to help people, especially with journalists, because it's so hard to get your foot in the door, and you could be uber talented, and a lot of people try to shoot you down early on in the process. I am a victim of that. So I really like, if I do and I'm able to get to where I want to go, I'm definitely going to help people and make it a little break the barrier, make it a little easier for people, especially that want to explore this kind of a field, because it's so difficult to make it in this field, and they can eat you up and spit you out. You know what I'm saying? If you're not careful. So this has to be something you're passionate about. But I think, giving back is big too. God sees that, or whatever supreme being you believe in, they see that, and you will get and kind of garner good karma. My last tidbit to the players, or even to guys out there that's worried about women. Look, bro. Listen to me. Okay? I'm victim of this. This is why I'm bringing this up.
I think we all are.
Yes, and this might sound cliche. Hey, bro, get in your bag, bro. Do what you're supposed to be doing. As my boy Baker said, be disciplined. Get to the bag, get to what you're doing, whatever that is. Use your creative juices. Stop chasing women, bro. The one that's for you will naturally come. When you in your bag and you hitting that gym 5, 6, 7 days a week, and you grinding and putting in that work, bro, you ain't going there at all. You're going to be so calm. You're going to be like, bro, I'm that dude. And then that's going to be it, bro. You're going to be putting your energy to the right stuff, and the right stuff going to come back. So that's the message to all the young guns out there that is worried about females, chasing them. Oh, I don't know if I'm ever going to get one. Hey, bro, put in that work. Be disciplined. Focus on yourself. Body sculpt yourself, your mind. Feed your mind the right stuff, not this BS on social media. Find the right stuff that's going to get you going, motivated and driven, and everything else going to take care of itself. That's my message tonight.
Profound, bro. Profound.
That's good.
We just came in, took 4-5 segments straight. Come on, bro.
To the dome.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But ladies and gentlemen, I think that is that time for us to wind down. And I think, Jerome, you are on the clock to close it out, brother. Per last week's episode.
Well, hold on.
Well, don't cut him off, bro.
Hold on.
Let him rock.
Hey, bro. Are you gonna do this? Are you gonna do this? Because Baker's next week. Are you gonna do this right? Because if you ain't gonna do it right, I will do it.
This is his Instagram, brother.
Are you ready?
Do his thing.
I gave you the example the last couple of weeks. Are you ready?
I was about to flow. I was about to
flow. Nah, you've been slipping lately, bro. You've been slipping lately. Let the people know.
I was about to like Reggie Bush and USC, like.
Yeah, okay. All right, go ahead.
Let's Baker thought this was Reggie Bush jersey. Sorry, brother. I had to say it.
Sorry, brother. Nothing can take the spotlight off you right now, my friend.
I appreciate y'all. Well, thank y'all guys so much for watching this, man. We got 80-something plus people in here. Make sure you like and subscribe. We got all the social medias. I got the right one this time, guys. So make sure y'all follow all the social medias down here, especially my boy Naj. I've been messing him up, so I appreciate you for, sticking there with me and letting me know. But hey, we got the right one now. So appreciate y'all for checking this out. Appreciate Phenom for powering this podcast. Make sure you hit that promo code up there. We got plenty coming soon. We got the player of the week. We got game of the week going. So check that out. Season's right around the corner. So can't wait to get all that going and heat it up. It's gonna be a movie. So make sure you follow the movement. Appreciate y'all guys. This is the First and Foremost podcast, where we not only give you still, but we keep it. What? That's supposed to. Did I not say it right?
You did, bro. You did.
I was waiting for you guys to come in.
20. You guys.
It was a solo act.
You doing good, bro.
Passion. This means something. When people see us, oh, y'all the First and Foremost podcast. Oh, y'all be giving the spills and keeping it real. You got to be passionate when you say it. So that was good. Be passionate though. You deliver like you delivering the sermon. Okay? Like you delivering something in front of the church. Okay, right? This has to be passionate. Now I don't mind doing it again. I can really be the outro guy if y'all want. This means something. So y'all let me know. I'm trying to give y'all some run at it so then we can switch it up every week. You know what I'm saying? But if y'all not passionate, I can say I don't mind. You know what I'm saying?
That's pretty good, bro. I enjoyed it.
Well, thank you, Bacon.
Just run it back, run it in. I think he was doing good.
I thought it was gonna be.
It wasn't bad, Bacon, but he was not passionate. You got to be passionate about it.
Okay.
In your voice, you know.
Show me how it's done, brother.
Nah, brother. It's on you, bro.
Show me how it's done.
Okay, and then I'm gonna let you do it. Let's see if you can get it right. Appreciate y'all tuning in, ladies and gentlemen, man. This is the first and foremost podcast where, man, we not only give you the spill, we keep it real.
That's how okay. Okay.
Do you get what I'm giving off? You get what I'm giving off? Okay. All right, now let's see. Let's see. While we close out, let's see.
Boy. Come on, bro.
Yo, this is the first and foremost podcast where we not only give you the spill,
we keep it
real.
That's it.
Let's go.
That's it. Hey, yes. Every time. They can take notes. Every time.
Hey,
just
man.
like.
Y'all see me next week.
See y'all next week. Have a good one. Peace.
Jay. Yeah. This boy is crazy.